The Clever Escape. Scene 1. A room in the Bijapur Palace. Afzal Khan, Muhammad Ali and Muhabbat Khan are sitting at a table talking.
I shall capture this wretched bandit without even getting off my horse. We know about your bravery, Afzal Khan. You have fought against the mighty Mughals. You will walk all over this little mouse. He is a mountain rat. I shall crush him under the heels of my shoes. We have assembled a huge army, but you will hardly need it against this upstart, Shivaji. Who is this Shivaji? Nothing but a poor landowner's son, not worthy of our notice. I shall bring him back in a small cage so that people can mock him. Let them know that the might of Bijapur is not to be threatened by a mere mountain rat. We shall hear no more of him after this. I shall bring back a victorious army in a week or two.
Enter Badi Sahiba. The two nobles rise, salute, and leave the room. Afzal Khan, you seem confident of your success.
Badi Sahiba, I shall crush this rat in 10 days.
It will not be so easy. He is a wily man.
I know, and I keep on thinking about my visit to the mosque today.
What happened there?
The Maulvi refused me his blessing.
Why?
When I approached him, he recoiled in horror, crying out that he could see no head on my shoulders, only a gaping hole.
But this is terrible.
I refuse to believe the Maulvi's prophecy. Yet this man has often spoken the truth.
Shivaji must be crushed. He has already become too powerful.
I fear a defeat at his hands. I feel some strange shadow hovering over me.
Take heart. Your army is strong. Victory will be yours.
I fear I shall not return from the battlefield.
Angrily. Then you are defeated already. Your army will be worthless without a strong leader. You must prove yourself to be as clever as Shivaji.
How can I do that?
If you fear his power, you must take him by a clever strategy.
What am I to do?
You will march on him with an army and then offer him a generous treaty. Once you have him in your power, you can easily destroy him.
But he may suspect treachery.
He will be afraid of an open battle. His vagabond men have never fought openly against a strong army such as ours.
You think he will be deceived?
When they see your army, his men will urge him to come to terms.
I will meet him as a friend and calm all his suspicions. I will offer him land and money, and he will be forced to accept my offer. Then, when he is rejoicing in his good fortune, I shall pick him up by the scruff of his neck and drop him in a cage.
You must always be on your guard.
I have already prepared his cage. The townsfolk of Bijapur will see how puny this rat is who has dared to threaten them.
Scene 2. In the fort of Pratapgarh, Shivaji is conferring with his generals, Netaji Palkar and Moropant Pingle.
You have heard of the peace proposals sent by Afzal Khan. They are honorable proposals, Shivaji. We should accept them. Our men are not yet ready for an open battle. They fear the strength of Bijapur. Let us accept their peace offering and prepare to fight later. Our men are used to skirmishes and sudden attacks. After one more year of training, we can take on all the might of the Bijapur army. If we are defeated now, it will be hard to gather another force. Our men are stronger than you think. Let them learn how easy it is to defeat these rulers without morals. If we succeed once, we shall unite the whole country against the foreign invaders. We are not ready. Then we must be clever. Shall I tell you what I have found out? What is it? I found out that this treaty is a plot. Afzal Khan has already prepared the cage in which he plans to display me to the mob of Bijapur. He hopes to gain our friendship and then destroy us. What? But that is deadly treachery. Afzal Khan is a treacherous man. No, Shivaji, we will not accept this treacherous treaty. We must fight Afzal Khan. I have to meet Afzal Khan tomorrow under the fort of Pratapgarh, unarmed, in friendship, but I will be cautious. This may be too dangerous. I have to go prepared, and I'm confident of success. Let's see who wins this game of treachery. We must make plans for the meeting. This is how it will be done. If this is the fort, my tent will be here.
He draws on the ground with a stick.
You will conceal your men behind on this ridge.
Scene 3. A tent by the fort of Pratapgarh. On the floor can be seen rich carpets and silken cushions. Shivaji stands alone. Enter Afzal Khan. Shivaji bows to him and motions him to come in.
What is this, Shivaji? You live like a prince. I am honored that you like my humble tent. Poor man's son has no right to deck himself in luxury. But this is not my home. I live a frugal life, Afzal Khan. I have arranged this tent in honor of your visit. We poor Marathas revere the might of Bijapur. I am glad that you have finally realized the might of Bijapur. Shivaji, I accept the honor.
He enters further inside the tent.
Let us be friends and brothers.
Afzal Khan opens his arms to embrace Shivaji. As Shivaji steps forward, Afzal Khan catches him around the neck and attempts to strangle him.
You want to strangle me?
Shivaji struggles to free himself and brings out his secret weapons. He digs his left hand, that has the tiger's claws strapped to it, into Afzal Khan's chest. Then he draws a dagger from his belt and stabs him with his right hand.
Let treachery meet guile. Help! Help! Murder!
He falls. Soldiers of both sides rush in and begin to fight. But Afzal Khan's men manage to carry him out. Shivaji picks up a horn and blows it thrice.
Now is the time to fight. Let my men come out from hiding and overcome the enemy.
Enter Palkar.
Afzal Khan is dead. His soldiers are fleeing in panic and confusion. Let every man do his best. Victory will be ours.